Welcome! In this video, we'll take you on a tour of the Catalyst platform. Before we start, it is important to remember that the Catalyst platform is designed to evolve and grow. We're continually innovating to keep the platform relevant and engaging, providing learners with content that they'll want to come back to again and again. So, just like other websites, you may notice small changes over time. To find out more about the changes, you can refer to the Catalyst release notes found on the Facilitator resource site. You can access this site through the link in your facilitation kit. As you may already know, the Catalyst platform is a learner's single access point throughout their DiSC journey, from taking the assessment to participating in instructor-led training. Whether learners are on their phones, tablets, laptops, or PCs, they can access the Catalyst platform when and where they need it. Once a learner completes an Everything DiSC on Catalyst assessment, they'll be taken to this homepage where they can instantly see their personalised content, allowing them to immediately start to learn more about themselves and their colleagues, and preparing them for the facilitator-led session. This is the same homepage that learners will see when they log in on future visits. Here we are in Matteo's account, a sample account we've designed to demonstrate Catalyst. In the top right corner, we have the learner profile with their picture if they added one, the option to log out, and the navigation menu. We'll come back to this menu shortly as we explore the contents of Catalyst. Scrolling through the homepage, learners gain a high-level overview and are guided to discovering more about their DiSC styles through the applications that they have access to. In Matteo's case, he has access to Workplace and Agile EQ. Learners can also find out more about their colleagues through the Your Colleagues section and gain a greater understanding of DiSC and DiSCology. They can explore the content either by clicking directly through from the homepage or by using the menu. Let's take a closer look. Firstly, we have Your DiSC Style. This is where learners can dive into their own style and find out more. They'll see their DiSC map, their personalised story. They'll be reminded about key principles of DiSC, and they can listen to a podcast specifically about their style. At the end of each page, they'll be guided to the next area to explore. Next, we have the Your Colleagues page, which has a focus on connecting people, creating bridges between individuals, departments, and across organisations. Through the Your Colleague page, learners can search for colleagues within their organisation or department, and the people cards shown here give a quick introduction to a colleague's DiSC style. Clicking on the people card opens more detailed information. For example, if Matteo wanted to learn more about Eleanor, he can click through to find out more about her IS style. Through Eleanor's page, Matteo can see how their DiSC maps compare, consider their similarities and differences, and review their individual tendencies across a range of continua. Matteo can also gain insights into different work scenarios with Elena, including tips for making these engagements successful. Next in the menu, we have Workplace. This section is available to all learners on the Catalyst platform. The three modules you see here are the three Workplace modules included in the Workplace on Catalyst facilitated experience. The first Workplace module you see here, What Drives You, is where learners will find their DiSC map and can read more about their own workplace priorities, their motivators and stressors, plus find strategies to be more effective at work. In the second module, You and Other Styles, learners can find personalised information about working with the different DiSC styles. We've included short video clips to illustrate to learners what drives people with different styles, and they can see people cards for individuals in their organisations who have that particular style. The final Workplace module, Build Better Relationships, gives learners an opportunity to explore strategies to connect, problem solve, and navigate tense situations. And again, they can immediately contextualize what they've learned through the people cards. Learners with access to Agile EQ will see this in their menu too. They can continue their DiSC journey and further develop their emotional intelligence through the 4 Agile EQ modules. Again, these mirror the modules in the facilitation materials. The first module, What is EQ, provides an introduction to emotional intelligence through narrative and a short video, as well as explanations on each of the EQ mindsets. Learners are able to uncover their own emotional intelligence strengths in the Your EQ Strengths module. Here they can see their DiSC map, their EQ snapshot, and then in-depth descriptions of their personal strengths. In Beyond Your Comfort Zone, learners can discover more about how to respond to the emotional and interpersonal demands of a situation. They can see their own mindset meters with descriptions and video examples. If they want to dive deeper on a particular mindset, they can click through to the Developing Your EQ module. Develop Your EQ is the final module, and it gives learners exercises to develop their EQ mindsets that fall outside of their comfort zones. Learners can practice stretching their responses using personalized tips and action steps. For learners who have been given access to everything DiSC management on Catalyst, they will see 6 different modules. These modules give insights into their own management approach, priorities, and preferences, and how and when they might need to adapt their approach to the people they manage. Management on Catalyst learners will also learn how to bridge the gap between their approach to directing and delegating and how their direct reports want to be supported and empowered. They'll also learn how to create an environment where it's easy for people to find their own natural motivation and support their direct reports' long-term professional growth using DiSC style-based insights. Finally, learners can explore how to work more effectively with their own manager through the Managing Up module. Back in the menu, we have Discology. Learners who want to know more about DiSC will appreciate having the freedom to explore the DiSC model as and when they choose. They can find small videos, diagrams, and text explaining the different styles, the research and theory of DiSC, and our history. Finally, there are 2 additional features in the menu: Download Reports and Account Settings. In Download Reports, learners can download their Everything DiSC on Catalyst content in PDF format. If they have multiple Catalyst reports available, they can choose whether to download these separately or combined. The account settings are another way that learners have ownership of their Everything DiSC on Catalyst journey. Learners can customize their account by uploading their photo, editing their name, email, and department, and this is where they can change their password and manage their privacy options. That brings us to the end of our tour. We recommend that you take some time to explore the Catalyst platform, and if you have any further questions, please reach out to your Everything DiSC partner.